Ow. In the last video, it ended quite abruptly and I was lying down here, having smoked my head, riding down that tree, and I wasn't really in a position to talk about what had happened. I hadn't gone away and watched any footage. And having put that video together, put it out to you guys and had so many messages about this tree gap, the monumental tree gap, I'm buzzing to be back here today for redemption. I've had a few days off the bike, like with a concussion for sure. I had a pretty good black eye from smoking my face, but this is gonna work. There's some positives, there's some negatives to this whole setup and some of the elements of it, which I'll talk about, but I'm pretty confident that it's possible. It might not happen first go today. There's a lot of things working against me, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. So on my first attempt, I hit the tree. I wasn't quite vertical enough, so I kind of rotated on it. It was fine. Was buzzing to get back up the hill and try again. When I dropped in, I went even faster and I landed up back wheel, actually where I said, where that branch sort of stems downwards from the trunk of the Douglas fir challenge. Back wheel was up there. I'm gonna measure it in a bit. I've got a tape measure. I rode down. You can see where my front wheel dug in. The big problem isn't the tree, isn't the gap, isn't the angles. It is truly the fact that this tree becomes inverted at the bottom. It's a lovely tree, this Douglas fir, but the angle from about there downwards, it goes fully inverted. So I can almost remember hitting the tree, being stoked, I couldn't have been straighter pointing down it, which is really important, but I didn't have any, and I actually remember talking about this before attempting it, I didn't have any ability to pull away from the tree, which was a massive problem because if you look at the angle that this landing makes with the tree, to dive a 26-inch wheel hard into that, fall it in free fall, it was only going to end one way, which was curtains, straight to my face. It was always going to end like that. So changes need to be made today, but like I've said, I truly believe it's possible, and so many people have been messaging saying, get back and ride down that tree, Matthew. So here I am. This needs loads of dirt, and the plan is to build the landing up high enough that it makes not only a very nice gradual transition to draw me away from the tree and prevent that hard impact, but also to reduce the amount of that inverted face that's the problem. So if we can get the dirt up to about here, build a nice landing that connects with the tree and you would essentially be able to drop in, that's what it's going to take. The takeoff I'm stoked with. I've got some fresh plywood because it's rained as well. That's the other thing, it's rained quite a bit, which is great for the dirt but terrible for the tree bark. The tree's actually wet today, but looking at the bark of the Douglas fir, it's very tactile, it's got a lot of grip, so I think I'll be fine. I just don't want to crash. I can't afford to hit my head again. The fact that both times last week I landed on the tree means that that side of things I hope is dealt with, and it is truly just this landing. So we're going to do a build lapse. But first, let me actually measure how much bark I rode down in the last one and how big the gap is. I'll get the tape measure. What does it say on the end? That's where my back wheel was, up there, that knot, wasn't it?
Yeah, down here it says 3 meters.
There. 9 foot?
9 foot. 10 foot. 10
foot?
Yeah.
10 foot of bark, vertical bark riding. I'll take that. Let's just see what the gap is. You got it?
Oh my God.
15 foot, 4 inches. Come film it if you don't believe me.
I can't.
Not gonna say. But there's 15 foot. So, I actually went even higher. Could have even been 16 foot. Sick. Right, build laps then, yeah? Let's sort this landing out. I hope the bark does dry out a little bit. And then it's goal season! Let's go. That looks mega now. That is definitely what it should have always looked like. It took loads of dirt to build up, and you can't actually build 100% vertical with sand. But what we've done is pretty much cancel out that big inverted face of the tree. That's what it always should have been. And in the first video, I explained that I didn't want to have a huge dirt landing because essentially then I'm building a dirt hip and not a tree ride. But I was wrong, that's still a tree ride. If I land up where I did before, that is still very much a gnarly trick that I'm gonna ride down a vertical tree onto a landing that will actually collect me. My only concern, kind of, with the shape of the landing is that I crash into this takeoff, but that's another bridge that will get crossed, because if I crash into the takeoff, I'll be stoked, because that means I've ridden down the tree. So all I have to do now is exactly what I did last time. Central on the tree, pointing down, hang on, not knock myself out. Need to change the plywood, I got fresh ply. But it's go time. I always say this, it is actually go time. I'm just gonna do it now. The whole tree is dry, apart from the riding face. For some reason, that's not dried out, but I think it'll be fine. I just put a photo of the gap on my story, and Bentley, my mate's message, saying, for using turbo ply, Allen keys is the best way to hold it in the ground. How good is that as an idea?
Damn.
How good is that? Now you all know. Thanks, Bentley. Now we all know. There we go. With the turbo ply. Now I get to go and put my head in my hands, be really, really nervous, drop in, and get this done. Same as last time. Go fast. Okay, come in. Oh man!
You okay?
Yeah. So winded. Oh, my lungs are empty.
Yeah, take a minute.
I'm back now.
Back?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ow. Oh, that was like all one lung. I didn't hit my head.
No.
I bounced off the tree, didn't I?
You're going a bit quick.
I think I went too fast and hit the tree.
You
rather
seemed
than
a bit
down the tree.
Yeah, it seemed faster.
Yeah, I got a bit desperate, so I need to chill, boost, and get that like nice parabolic curve to come down the tree, not just a straight line into it. Honestly, just may as well have jumped off that branch onto my side. And I was like, my lungs just went. I hate being winded. Every time you think you're going to die. I'd love to land at this guy. I'm so sick of crashing. It's so rubbish falling off a tree. It's like what your parents teach you fundamentally is don't fall down trees. Less speed, more spin. Bit less speed, bit more spin. Whew. Oh man. Here we go. Okay.
You okay? Winded again? Or bad?
Both. I'm just getting worked. Oh.
What are you thinking?
Why is it not working? I can't believe I'm back on the floor again.
I just don't, you're not like arcing enough.
I'm hitting the tree too fast.
I think so.
My back wheel's coming away. Otherwise I'd have ridden out. Why is there no mark on the landing?
You're just falling from the start.
I'm hitting it and bouncing away from it.
Yeah.
Didn't last time.
No, that's right. I feel like you're going way too quick.
Okay.
Call it if you're not feeling it, bro.
Yeah.
I saw stars big time.
Yeah.
Got like the full pink. Can't do it much more, man.
No.
I know I shouldn't be hitting my head. I
Yeah.
should just be riding away. No. It's not just that I went too fast, look. My front wheel misses the base of the tree. See?
Yeah.
That's why there's ow, that's why there's no tyre mark, because that's where my wheel went. There. My front wheel's gone bang and just come away there. So that leaves me no option other than to die on my face. So it's not just speed. I do agree going slower and popping higher is important, but that was an over rotation again. This is such a balancing act. I'm not going to try again today.
No.
No way. It's still there though. I will land it. Look how many we've got so many camera angles now. There's no way. There's no way. We've got Dean taking photos. Not helping. No one's helping me land it, but we've got enough angles for me to do my research and figure it out. I promise that every time I take off, I think I've done it, and then you just get absolutely ruined. All right, back again for more, but maybe a bath first.